we're in the middle of the apocalypse right now.
When this episode goes out in 6 years.
Yeah, I really like to. I have this idea in my head right now that I'll get all the one boys out. Why is Kate messaging me so much? She sent me like 3 Snapchats and now it's like a message.
It's
Are you alive?
It's all of her cats in the bathtub, and also she's now watching because I've introduced her to the fact that we do this shit live.
Oh, okay. Hi. Okay, I was just wondering.
So
why
I'm done checking my phone for now.
Yeah, I have to be. I'm not doing it too. So we're in the middle of the podcast right now. I have this idea in my head that I'll get both the one boys out and like the 3 podcasts that we have in the backlog. I'll just get them all out in like the next 2 weeks because people need shit to do while they're in quarantine.
Yeah.
I'm lazy
Yeah.
and very shitty at everything I do, so that won't happen. But in my head, oh, it'd be beautiful.
Listen, I'm here to give you the motivation you need. Oh boy, I didn't realize you were using that mic, Terry.
I have it just for this reason. I want to just be like,
This is the super casual apocalypse edition of the podcast.
Exactly. That's exactly my
Casual
thought.
apocalypse.
So just before we started, and when we were in the pre-show, Chris, you mentioned that you want to finally enact your apocalypse plan. Now, I have my apocalypse plan, but I'm really curious about yours.
Oh, are we gonna start by discussing apocalypse
Yeah,
plans?
I want to hear yours.
Yeah.
Because I'll just start mine. Mine is the same as the creator of The Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman. His plan is to immediately kill himself, and that's also mine.
That's mine.
Terry, that's
Okay,
your
good.
day-to-day fucking plan.
Yeah, no, it is. It is my day-to-day plan.
know-
But also, I feel like it's reasonable in the apocalypse. So,
Because this is something actually me and Kate were talking about a little while ago. Because her plan was just to walk into the zombies. My plan, I think I could survive for a decent amount of time. But we also
But why
raised
would you
we
want
also
to?
raised the question. That was the exact question that we got raised. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is the point? Because you're gonna wind up with 3 people, and we're all gonna be inbred 2 generations from
Yeah,
now.
like-
So what difference does it make?
We're all gonna look like Conan O'Brien, like giant long legs and a tiny little
all gonna
girl
look
body.
like Conan
Lanky
O'Brien.
as fuck.
So we'll finally be the master race that we've all wanted. Right?
We'll finally be able to start that GoBicker master race.
Finally.
No, but
my
like
God.
I have no plan. I just want to be stubborn and survive. I don't care about rebuilding society. No, that crap. I just want to be stubborn and see how long I can survive.
Why? Why do you want to
I
survive?
just
to see if
be
you can?
stubborn. Just to do it.
Just
to see
for
how
fun.
long.
Just for
Well, it's
fun.
the end of the world. It's the end of the
Yes,
world.
You in the back?
I have a question. Okay, when a lot
I know
of
that's why
people-
you raised your
okay.
hand. That's why.
We just
I
talk
know you
over
have
each
a
other on the
question.
show.
In apocalyptic situations, people are always like, blah, blah, like, every man for themselves, I'm gonna
Yeah.
kill everybody, blah, blah, blah. It's like, and then they're like, no society, no rules, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, you don't think we're gonna, like, remake society, like, rebuild, like, governments? Because it's like, we did that in the first place, so why wouldn't
Yeah,
we do it again?
But it took a lot of bloodshed and slavery
Yeah.
and racism.
That's true, it did, but, like, people have this, like,
But is that so bad? Is that what you're saying, Maya?
People keep trying to rebuild society, and every time they do, some douchebag gets stuck in charge, and they wind up killing everyone. Because the problem with the apocalypse is that you have no order, and you have to impose order.
And that's why we'll impose my order, which I will now reread as I often do my list of what.
Chris, you remember
oh.
that Walking Dead's fictional, right?
Excuse
Like
me,
that's not
okay.
real life.
No, that is my plan.
it is real life. What's your order?
I have a
What's your
crossbow
list?
in my
So-
closet.
First off, on my list for my new world order that I will create after this apocalypse when I'm in charge for some reason.
When I'm in charge after I've shot myself in the fucking
there-
face.
Yeah, after I fucking missed the shotgun shit slug or whatever the fuck. So there's going to be a lot of issues, but if we're all going to be honest with ourselves, I'm way too stupid to deal with most of them. But I do have my list of 7 of the most important items that our new society should have.
So there's 7 commandments.
The 7 commandments of my new world order. Number 1, people need to be 30 to get married. Doesn't matter. I don't fucking
Need
care.
to be 30.
I don't care how in love you are, how just true you're bullshit. Fuck you. No, you're too immature. You're fucking what? You're 20 years old. Fuck. Shut up. Go. You need to go. Shut up. You need to spend
raise my hand.
spend a minute. I'll get to you. You need to spend a minute in your relationship thinking of, and being in. I don't even know. I don't remember my point. I used to be a lot more worked up about it, but I just know.
You gotta be 30.
I just know you need to be 30. It's very important. Yes, you in the back.
So, can you only get married at 30? So if you're like 31, you miss the window.
That's it.
If you're not married at 30,
That's a good point. You'll be my
fucked.
advisor. You'll be like my lawyer to make sure that all the technical speak. No, you need to be at least 30.
All right.
No,
Yeah, you on the other side of the back.
increments of 30. So you can only get married at 30,
Oh.
60, or
30,
90.
60, 90.
Interesting. That's not sure. I mean, I'm fine with that too. I think basically there's just too many people getting married, and marriage is stupid to start with. So if you're really really into it, digging it, you're down with the system, be 30. Yes, you're the back.
What about the people that are trying to get their homies some citizenship?
There will be no citizens.
There will be actually
No citizenship.
Actually, there
Open
won't.
borders.
That's
open
actually
borders,
covered
open
in the
borders.
second rule. That's actually covered in the second rule.
But that's my real life opinion, not my non-joke. I think citizenship and all that shit is dumb, and we shouldn't worry about it.
Okay, fair enough.
Go
Fair
for the
enough.
perfect Star Trek civilization. There are no
Yes,
borders.
yes.
Go on.
Number 2, and this one is very near and dear to my heart
Why is it number 2 and not number 1 then?
because I thought of it second.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
There's
In no
reason.
particular order, these are my 7
Yes.
commandments.
The 7 commandments of Terry.
This one is the most important, but there is no order. If people don't learn how to chew with their mouths closed by the age of 5, their parents are fined $500.
Oh.
That's not too
Oh,
bad.
really?
right?
Not
Not
too
too
I thought
crazy.
there was going to be some kind of execution involved.
However, if they don't learn how to chew with their fucking mouths closed by the time they're an adult, they are shot, and their parents are then fined an additional $500.
See,
We
now I'm
cannot have
satisfied.
these people.
Now I'm satisfied.
Yes, we cannot have these people, these cretins, infesting our society. We need to make sure that our master race is pure. Yes, you and the other side of the back.
Now, is this shot in general or shot to death? You just
Shot
like,
to
popped
death.
in
You
the
will be
kneecap?
shot
Oh,
and
okay.
killed.
Shot and kill.
You are a burden on society because you don't know how to eat like a grown-up. I was
I like
watching
to
my
think there's
600
no
pound
trial.
I was watching My 600-Pound Life yesterday for 6 hours about two brothers, the Santi, I don't remember their names, Steven and Tyler, Trevor, Tanner, I don't remember the other brother's
One
name.
of them.
But
Trevor,
anyway,
Tyler, Taylor.
total garbage pieces of shit. Oh no, one of them was just, he's fine, but the other one was a total asshole. And at one point he was sitting in his hospital room. His dad was like over there, and his dad goes, "Stop eating like a fucking cow." And then, cause they're from Rhode Island, so they have these really obnoxious
Eating like a fucking cow.
those accents. And then the guy's chewing his gum, snapping on it, and then he just raises up his big fucking fat finger up at his dad, and his dad's like, well, whatever. And then he had been eating like that the entire episode, the entire 3 episodes. There was a 3-parter because he's such a fat piece of shit. And being fat is not what made him a piece of shit. He happened to be 800 pounds, but he was also an extreme piece of shit.
You just
Wait a
happen
minute.
To be 800 pounds.
I thought the show was called My
Unrelated.
600-Pound Life.
Yeah,
There's a
they're really
discrepancy
kind of
here.
like
600 plus a
Discrepancy
couple.
here.
Number 3, people who dip their ranch in pizza. Nope. Flip that. Reverse it. They're pizza in ranch.
They
I
dip
thought you said
their ranch in pizza.
stick their dicks in ranch.
People who stick their dicks in ranch.
People.
Can we make that the 8th rule?
He's
People?
about to
Sticking your
make
dick
the
in
rule.
ranch.
Shut up! I'm talking. People who dip their pizza in ranch are to be hanged.
Yeah. Hey.
I like how all these carry specific death punishments.
Yes, they're
Shot,
very-
hanged, lethal injection.
Now you won't like this next one because it actually doesn't have a specific one, but you will like it because it's very near and dear to our hearts. Slow walkers are to be executed.
Put them, hang them up, shoot them, burn them down.
Yeah.
You slow motherfucker.
Mom says that your audio isn't working
My audio isn't
on the
working.
stream.
Oh, Terry.
Oh, I know
I
what's
tried
wrong.
to call Chris and tell you, but he's being a hoe and ignoring me.
I know it's wrong. Slow walkers are to be executed. Very near and dear and important to all our hearts, I'm sure.
Very important.
It's
Slow walkers.
and you know what? The slow walking is an indication of a lot of problems with their character.
This is
The
true.
fact that they don't
The
care
slow walking
about
Short
anyone
people
else
don't
around
count,
them.
Maya.
Short people
Okay.
do not count. Right. If you have to be doing your best, right?
I am always doing my best when I'm walking.
You gotta do that little Mr.
I'm
Krabs
trying
walk.
my hardest. That's literally what I do.
If you can look at one. I'll be with you in a second, sir. If you look like you're just fucking sauntering, taking your sweet fucking time, you're done. We're killing you.
Yeah.
Get outta here.
Yes, you in the third to back row.
Yes. How do you test if they're trying their best or not? How do you know?
You can tell.
You can tell. And if you ask
If
someone, they'll
someone's-
be like, "What's the big deal?" And then you just immediately fucking shoot them. This is all about my intuition and how I feel.
If somebody ever asked me if I was like actually trying to walk faster, if they were like, can you like hurry up? I would literally scream, I'm doing my fucking best,
and that's-
okay?
And that's good enough. That's good enough for me.
Listen.
Yeah, if you can't help but walk at a fucking snail's pace, that's unfortunate. You should work on that.
It is.
You
I'm
should
trying.
work on that.
Get
Tone
taller
your
or
leg.
something.
Come on.
We had an
I
episode
just
about
gotta get
how to,
stilts.
oh yeah, do you remember? Do you recall how to get taller?
What?
We talked about
Do you
this.
remember how to get taller?
Do you remember? We have a solution.
Did it have to do with? Like, I remember I would talk about like cutting tall people's like shins.
No,
off
it's nothing
and
to do
put
with
them
No,
on my-
that's
no
how to get
dismemberment.
shorter.
This is all coming from you.
Did it have to do with jacking off?
No, close.
Close.
Jacking up, not jacking off.
Yeah, kind of. Kind of.
What was it?
If you recall, there's a secret button up your butt that you got to press it, and you and you.
I
like,
don't recall.
No, really? Oh, because I remember I thought it was really funny that what if you discovered that you just kind of go, and then
And
you
like,
just
so like, I'm like 5'4", like normal
Yeah, yeah.
on one episode, and the next podcast I'm on, I'm like 6'8".
yeah, you have to like crouch down for the top of your camera. Yeah,
And I'm just like, hey guys,
See, what's funny is that you don't remember this, but you actually made the same joke the last time we did the show.
did I actually?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't watch this shit. What do you think?
Well, no, it's
Fuck
like
outta here.
I've said this before. I'll do a podcast. I'll pay attention during the podcast. The second I hit the end button on Audacity, all gone.
That's one of my favorite parts about any GoBicker production is going back and watching it because it's like I don't have any recollection of the words coming out of my mouth. I was there. I was coherent. I was
Yeah.
sober. I don't have a fucking clue what I said.
I'm a little
I
ashamed.
can watch One Boys on my fucking big TV because I got a big
My
like
big
I got a
TV.
big TV
Yeah.
and I've been like watching like TikToks in bed.
Of all the things you could use a big TV for,
You watch
I
the-
feel like
Listen,
you can do better than TikTok.
I've been sad these last few days and TikToks make me happy. Okay.
Yeah, no, I get. Yeah, I've been sad these last 20 years. And,
20 years.
and,
This whole lifetime.
I was thinking too earlier today. I'm like, everyone's like, "Oh no, this quarantine's really terrible." I'm like, I don't know. You could. I mean, I've been in quarantine for 20 years. It's not so bad.
Yeah, I've seen like so many introverts being like fucking pussy shit, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it is pussy shit. It's like, oh no,
Nothing has changed.
literally nothing has changed except actually I get to be home more. Just that slightest bit
Yeah.
more because I'm not going to school or work.
That's the thing I'm worried about. Is like I'm gonna be home and I won't walk around campus, and I feel like I'm gonna gain all the 20 pounds that I lost just through college. Just through being on campus, I lost 20 pounds.
Get up and walk somewhere then.
Yeah, get up and
Well,
walk.
I want to go to the gym, but it's like the gym is like fucking.
The gym
it's
is-
gonna
are
be
all
Jersey
closed.
Central.
Don't do the
Too.
gym. Just go for a walk outside in the
Walk
world.
down the road,
Yeah, but
smell
it's
the
fucking,
ducks.
It's mud season.
Do you have paved roads? Or are you on fucking horse trails up there?
we got paved roads.
We just get on our lobsters and ride them across the countryside.
Pretty much. Do you know what mud season is? Mud season is when it gets like fucking. It's when it's when second winter ends.
Yes.
It gets
Second winter.
crazy muddy.
Yes.
Winter
We're still in
too.
fall spring here.
No, I've never called it mud season, but yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Well, we call it mud season because a lot of people with jeeps go fucking mudding.
So fucking dumb. This reminds me of this is like the episode that hasn't come out yet while we're recording this. When Chris was talking about going fucking whatever the fuck you do. It was basically just like we go fast up rock. Like
We drive
why?
up mountain.
People
Gotta go
fucking
zoom.
mud it here.
Why? It's
I don't
just
think it's called
stupid.
mudding. I call it mudding, but I don't
No,
think
I
that's
think
what it's
I feel like
actually
it might be.
No,
yeah.
it's mudding.
Is
It's
it?
mudding.
Freaking dumb.
You get in the big truck
If
and
it
you drive
wasn't
through the
mudding
mud.
before, it's mudding now.
It's mudding. It's fucking
No, it's
stupid as
mudding.
shit. I hate it.
Here's the seasons over here in California: summer, winter, summer.
Rain.
Isn't it? Wait, isn't it like summer, El Nino, fires?
Fire.
Why the boy?
Isn't
The
El Nino
boy?
like the big fucking like storm that like comes around?
Yeah, that is what it's called. Correct.
Yeah, I'm
you
not
are
crazy.
correct.
What do they call it? The boy.
Listen, lady, I don't speak Mexican. I don't know why they call it that.
Why do they call that
I don't
hurricane, Katrina? Like,
Yeah, who even
That's
is
just what they
that?
call it, is El Nino.
Can you imagine dying to like Hurricane Rick?
Morty, I turned myself into a storm, Morty.
Funniest shit I ever seen.
Okay.
What's commandment number 3?
Yeah, we're
before
gonna
we go
move
further
on
down
to
this
some
rabbit hole?
that fucking god awful trash that makes me regret
Jesus.
being alive, let alone doing this fucking podcast.
Let's just go back to duos episodes, Cherry.
I think you're onto something with that. Number
I'll never do
Number 5.
We're on number 3. Wait, what the fuck did I wait?
No,
Back that ass
No,
up.
we're not on number 3. I've said so many commandments so far. We're definitely
was
not
No,
on number 3.
what was number 3 and 4?
3. People who dip their pizza in ranch are to be hanged.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
right.
4.
Okay.
How did we get
Slow
from
walkers
there
are to be
to-
executed. Listen to me.
I thought number 2 was slow walkers.
Number 2 is the people who turn them up don't be getting shot in the face.
Okay, never mind. Continue on.
Okay, what's 5?
Am I allowed to say number 5 or am I gonna get fucking hanged? Rule 5: those who don't use a shovel shall be hanged.
Oh,
Those who don't use a
A shovel,
shovel.
if you or
Yeah.
no, not necessarily use a shovel. Who don't shovel their sidewalks and things in the winter.
Oh, dear.
If you-
I forgot that's a thing that happens.
If you live in a climate where you have to, if that your sidewalks that people walk on, especially if you can live near a school, shovel your fucking sidewalks, please and thank you. There's been so many times where I've eaten massive shit because somebody didn't shovel their sidewalks. So as things, well, first off, it's hard to walk down initially, and then once things start melting and the ice forms, then also I'm fucking slipping all the way down this fucking hill. It's insane. It's
You're Mr.
infuriating.
Krabsing it.
Basically, oh, Chris, I think you came up with this one, but it's very good.
Oh, good.
People who used handwriting fonts as like their default font
Fuck. Yes.
Yeah.
will be burned in front of their nearest government building.
There is I do
Good.
appreciate the variety of execution methods here. This is,
Yeah,
this
there's
is
a-
really
I do.
working
There's a
for
lot
me.
of hanging, but I think I should mix it up a little bit.
Burned in front of a government building is a good one.
Yeah, it's like that scene in The Witcher 3 when Geralt walks into
That's
Novigrad
exactly what I was
and the
thinking of.
witches are getting burned or whatever. I've been seeing. I still will see sometimes screenshots in the year of our Lord 2020 of people using handwriting fonts, and it's like, how
It's
the
disgusting.
fuck do you not
Don't
just
listen.
burn your vision?
If you're using anything beyond just like the base normal font, just fucking end it.
We're gonna burn.
Because there's
you.
also people out there. There are also people in this world on God's green earth that use Comic Sans.
Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I don't use Comic Sans. I do not, for the life of me, understand the hatred towards Comic Sans. It's not that bad.
It shouldn't
It
be
just looks
used
so
everywhere
goofy.
though.
It's
goofy.
Fine.
It's like
No.
for
Garbage.
kids. It's just for kids. You should reserve Comic Sans for children.
Listen, if y'all ain't writing your DMs in MLA format Times New Roman .12 font,
This is true.
If you
Then,
don't ask for a titty pic in Comic Sans, you ain't get.
There's some more. Yeah. Anyway.
The 7th and final commandment of my new society. This is also, I don't believe this is mine that I came up with, but it's a good one. All pornographic films must start with the loud, obnoxious scream. Chris, if you will, please. It's very, I really like that.
I thought you were gonna talk about the THX logo.
No, that's the scream is. The
I
one that
liked
matters.
the pantomime you did to accompany that, Chris. That
I
was-
always do. Yeah.
That was talented.
I have a
That was
question.
some talent.
Where does the scream come from? Like, what is it?
the internet. I don't
Not
know.
a fucking clue. We found it one day
Okay.
when we were looking for audio bites. Anyway.
So about a weekish or so ago, I had a dream where I was out in my garage and me and Chris were hanging out. And
Hell yeah.
I mean, because as stepbrothers, that's what we do. Because we were stepbrothers in the dream. And
Okay.
we discovered his old videos and we were watching them. And then, but then it wasn't until I woke up that I realized how weird the videos were because it was his old rap videos. It was a very skinny little boy who, I think you were kind of ginger too. Now that I'm thinking about it,
Why
I knew
was
it
I-
was
what?
you, but I definitely didn't look like you.
See, Conan
And-
O'Brien. It all comes
Oh
full
shit! It's
circle.
kind of it was
It all
kind of
comes
Conan
full
It all
O'Brien.
comes full
We were
circle.
going
That's
for
true.
Conan.
And so we were watching these videos, and yeah, you were like, what's that Eminem song where he does it really fast?
Oh,
Rap God?
Rap God.
Rap God. It was kind of Rap God, except you were like this scrawny, like 11-year-old
Squeaky motherfucker.
little ginger kid, and it was like kind of almost well shot too. It was kind of like at some point in your life you had done music videos.
Cinematography, pretty good.
Yeah.
I'd rate it a.
Yeah, it was.
I'd rate
I mean,
a
it was
7.
like it was shot well, but it was definitely shot like it was a kid doing rap videos, you know? So it wasn't like fancy lights and cool backgrounds and cars and things. It was still like you in the treehouse singing a rap song. But it was like
that obnoxious wall I used to have.
yeah, but it wasn't like some kid with his fucking a shitty phone facing up at him, you know? It was like a camera at an appropriate level, and there was lots of shots of like going in as you're like doing the whole thing, and these long weird fucking you know what it was? It was kind of, you know, that gif of those two kids dancing around, and then one of them kind of does like this whole thing.
Yeah.
It was a lot like that. I can't really describe it for audio only people, but it's you maybe
know what gif we're talking about.
These two kids dancing, one of them's very skinny and weird looking. It's fine. What was weird too is that our parents were, but still my parents, and I knew in the dream that neither of my parents had you biologically. Like you were, you weren't in any way related to me, but you were my stepbrother, not adopted. Cool. You were from another relationship.
What are you doing, step bro?
Oh no!
Excuse the fuck out of me. This is a pure incest-free podcast. Except for sometimes when we talk about incest. Do we ever talk about incest, actually? I don't know if
there was one podcast where we talked about incest, like, a lot.
We talk about a lot of dirty shit on this podcast.
But I don't actually trust any of your memories because you've already declared that your memories are shit and you immediately forget everything as soon as we stop. So I don't.
Yes, but I'm feeling it in my guts. We talked about incest extensively at
Terry,
one point.
Okay.
I know my incest. We talked about it on the
I'm sure you do live it in fucking North Carolina.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Thank you.
No, I know. So here's the thing. Now I'm talking about it, and I'm now legally obligated to talk about what I don't want to talk about. I shouldn't have even added it to my list. The issue is, the way I wrote down this topic is very funny. I just don't want to expand further than what I wrote down.
Now I'm very curious.
I hate when you do this, but go on.
God damn it, he wrote down a thing he doesn't want to expand on again.
So speaking of kids, have I ever talked about my kind of gay piss experience?
What?
Did you say gay piss experience?
Go the fuck on.
So speaking of kids,
My kind of gay, not really, but kind of gay piss experience.
did a kid look at your pee-pee?
How gay was it? What's going on?
So I think I actually have talked about this.
I don't think so.
Maybe I think I think I've talked about the end of this story. So me and a friend of mine were hanging around the park that I lived near.
As you do.
Let me just say, many years ago. That's why, speaking of kids, because I was a wee lad.
This wasn't like 20 minutes ago
No.
before we started the
Oh, thank
podcast.
And we found this empty bottle. I want to specify it was an empty bottle.
Was it a Gatorade bottle?
I don't know what it was. I think it was just like a normal like bottle. Gatorade though bottle. Fucking holy shit, my dick doesn't fit.
Oh yeah. I'm glad we're all on the same page now.
Insane.
It's crazy.
Like too big or too small?
Too big. I couldn't get my dick into the Gatorade bottle.
Wow, that's impressive, Terry.
Is it though? Because we're 3 for 3 on GoBicker right now for people not being able to get their dicks in Gatorade bottles.
Yeah.
I mean, Kit could, and then it
Kit
got
stopped.
stuck.
Well, can't put it in flaccid. You don't put it in flaccid.
Well, you put it in flaccid if you want to
Get your dick stuck in a
there for
Gatorade
some
bottle.
reason. Well, no, because you're not always going to get hard just because you have your dick in a Gatorade bottle.
Well, no, but you might look at something that gets you hard.
What?
You might look at something that gets you hard.
Well, that's not actually that is not what happened to Kit. Kit was just driving, and he's just like, "Oh yeah," and he got his dick
You
stuck.
know, Kit, listen, Terry, if there's one thing that we have discovered in all these years of GoBicker, it's that Kit gets turned on by some buck wild shit. He might have hit a bump in the road and knocked his knee against the center console and been like, ow!
He got stung by a wasp, and he was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, sting me harder.
I mean, fuck, even maybe just like some of like the rings on the bottle, like you know how the thing the cap screws on.
Oh, yeah,
Some of that might have
they
just
stabbed
scraped along
him.
his dick, and he's like, "Oh fuck."
Oh no!
Here we go.
Brad looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah, Gatorade.
We found this bottle, right? It was just like a normal
Normal non-Gatorade.
a normal bottle you'd find with a normal size cap. And I don't know whose idea it was. I really, really hope it wasn't mine, but it also was entirely possible that it was mine. But somebody decided that we should piss in the bottle. And I do mean we. So I believe that he pissed first, handed it to me, then I pissed into it. And then we had this bottle of piss, right? And it's like, well, what the fuck do you do with a bottle of Two Little Boy pee. And so we went. So I should specify. So the park layout. There's like the actual like the playground park area. Then you go down and there's like a little baseball field where they have like little league practice and shit. And then there used to be, but there isn't currently because they just tore it down this past fall. Like a community center building, kind of a small, about the size of like a medium small house. And then behind that, that's not relevant to the story, but behind that, then there's this. Oh no, they also tore that down. But there used to be this area that they'd play horseshoes during the summer, and they'd fill it with water and freeze it, and it'd be like a little ice rink in the winter. So a nice little park. So we were near the community center behind these hedges, so that we could pee in peace. You know, we're
Two dudes
We're
taking
not
a piss.
monsters. We're not animals. We're not monsters. We have some privacy. So we pee in the bottle with the piss bottle. So we go back up to the park, and we're like, oh well, you know,
With your piss bottle.
With the piss bottle. No one else is there. Because, I don't know, I guess we got lucky. Or maybe somebody was. I hope there wasn't anybody there because I don't remember there being anybody there. But we're like, well, I mean, let's just bury it and see what happens. So we just dug a hole and put the bottle in, covered it back up. And that was good. Bob's your uncle. The thing is, though, you come back a few years later to like, oh, what happened to the piss bottle? And we couldn't find it. So I guess somebody else at some point found it.
What if they drank it?
Well, that's the thing. Hopefully they threw it away.
Lemonade.
Hopefully they threw it away. Hopefully some other fucking kid. I just can't thought of this. Some other kid didn't see and go, oh, and just drink boy piss.
So my question,
piss.
my follow-up question
Yeah.
to this lovely story that you've graced us with.
Mhm.
Did you see Dick or not?
No, we faced
Like,
away.
did you
from each
watch
other.
him take a piss, or did y'all face away? Okay,
I don't remember.
That's not gay.
I don't remember if I watched or not, but he definitely faced away.
Yeah. Did he face you while you pissed?
I don't know. My back was to him. I couldn't see.
Okay. So I don't see that as gay.
It's a little gay though.
Is it?
We were
You
like
have to
two.
have one urinal gap. There was no urinals.
I can't
at
confirm
all.
there was a urinals gap, even if there was urinals. I might have been like patting him on the back as he does that. I don't know.
Damn.
Give him a shoulder rub.
I've been like holding it tight. You got it, buddy.
That just makes
You
me
can do
excited
it.
for
You
Bicker
can pee in the
meetup.
bottle.
But now we get up to the real meat, if you will.
Real meat.
Of
The
and
meat
actually,
and
some of
taters.
this is literally meat, but some of it's not. We need to talk. First, we'll talk about the first food thing. The biggest thing, the thing I've been holding on to for a few weeks, is the solution to the classic is a hot dog, a sandwich debate.
Ready to
Oh,
throw
let's get
down.
Brad's opinion on
Yes.
that.
First off, let's
solution.
go around the room. Who thinks what? First off, I think the correct answer: a hot dog is, of course, not a sandwich.
I believe that a hot dog is, in fact, a sandwich.
I am in agreement with this.
I will live and die by the fact that a hot dog is a sandwich.
You're all fucking stupid and
Listen.
wrong. So
Okay.
It's a sub. It's a sub.
no.
That's what it is. It's a sub.
It is a sub, and I will live and die by this.
So I would like to introduce, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the cube rule.
The cube rule of
Yes.
food identification.
Yes. This is
Okay.
revolutionary shit here, ladies and gentlemen.
You came up with this yourself.
I did not. I very much did not. I will credit whoever did this in the description of this episode. First, we asked, are hot dog sandwiches, the classic sandwiches, grilled cheese, Reuben, peanut butter jelly, am I a sandwich, says the hot dog? I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like I'm reading to children. Shut up. I'm not done. New York? I don't know why New York's being called out for this. New York said yes.
Well, we can't blame them.
New York oh, this is why, because they legally said sandwiches are generally subject to sales tax. This bulletin explains what is considered a sandwich. So legally in the state of Texas, or not Texas, New York, you
New
fucking
York.
idiot. Whew.
North
State of New York,
Texas.
hot dogs and sausages on buns, rolls, etc. are indeed a sandwich. Legally
Okay.
declared. Then Twitter user at Katie Bat said, okay, listen, the sandwich Discord is played out, but we need to have a new discussion. Pop-Tarts are a kind of ravioli. People
Yeah.
are like, I don't know, man, and they're gonna the wars have began. Pop-Tarts are like, excuse me, ravioli are kind of Pop-Tarts. Hilarious, always shout out to Pop-Tarts. Next, the sandwich alignment chart. People trying to bring order to this crazy world. We're not taking questions until the end of the lecture. Take note. There will be a quiz. There's a sandwich alignment chart, kind of like the like a D&D alignment. So
Look at this.
there's. I think of this. I am an ingredient and a structure purist. This chart includes topics we've like how we've discussed things in the past. Where I'm
Good.
very like again the structure thing. I'm very and how things are orientated and everything. Very important to me. And you guys are kind of these fucking wild cards in the bottom here. These fucking psychos. True neutral. A hot dog is a sandwich. I don't feel like that's neutral. I feel like that's fucking insane. Whatever.
Hot
though.
dog is a sandwich.
That's true. Well, that's your like opinion.
But only chaos ensued. Obviously, right? Chaos is already ensuing here.
I like how
I'm-
they use the
I'm
funny
getting-
gif in the
Shut up.
middle.
Please and thank you. I'm not done. Chaos ensued as it ensues on this podcast every single week. Then
Spake.
spake.
Then spake the holy
Then
prophet.
spake the holy prophet at
Spank the prophet.
phosphatide. Are you unsatisfied with current debates regarding what is or is not a sandwich? You should try the cube rule for identifying what you're eating. And this is going to blow your goddamn mind, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Blessing us with the grand unifying theory of food identification, the cube rule. So, the cube rule of food for identifying dishes based on starch locations. Again, very close to what I was saying. Based on where the starch is, the breads, if you will, is how you determine what is what. Toast, number one starch on the bottom of a cube. Okay. Number 2, a sandwich, a cube, right? Imagine it. Toast, starch, whatever. Not toast. Toast is its own category. Starch, top, bottom of the cube. That is a sandwich. Making a hot dog, not a sandwich, by the way. Number 3, a
No.
taco. If again,
I
imagining the
disagree with
cube, starch on the two sides, starch on the bottom, creating a sort of curved hot dog bun-esque shape. Not done. No questions. Number 4, sushi. Again, imagine the cube. Hair's in the fucking way. I shouldn't be touching my face. I could be infected. I don't know. Number 4, sushi. Starch on top, bottom, and two sides, leaving a hole through the center, leaving two sides not covered in starch. Number 5, soup/salad with bread bowl. As you can imagine, that is all sides except for the top covered in starch, creating, as the name suggests, a bowl. Number 6, a calzone. Every side is covered. It is just a big fucking blob of dough with shit inside, presumably. Identify any food purely by the location of structural starch. Structural starch, that's also important. Any additional starch, not relevant to the conversation. Whatever starch is holding everything together is the important starch for the cube rule. So toast, number 1. Pizza is toast.
Completely fucking disagree with
Nigiri-
that, but let's keep going.
Yes, it is. It is
like
toast.
that.
There is starch on the bottom
Nope.
and shit on top.
Listen,
it is toast.
Terry, I don't give a
gonna
fuck
hold-
about your cube rule. I already
I'm gonna
fundamentally
hold
fucking
my-
disagree with this bullshit cube
What do you
rule.
what? No, it's right. Pie.
No, I'm
gonna
ready to
hold
fucking
my
throw
thoughts
down
till
on
the
this.
end.
Pie is
I'm gonna
pizza.
hold my thoughts.
Pie is pizza. Pizza is
Does
toast.
that say sashimi is toast?
Sushi.
But the
Sushi
sushi was
isn't toast
another.
either, you
sushi,
dumbass.
Sushi was
This
its
sushi
own thing.
is nigiri sushi is toast because it has the starch on the bottom and shit on top. Except these are the rules. A sandwich. Not two hot dogs. Oh god, you fucking idiot. You need to shut your goddamn mouth. 2 starches, top and bottom. Sandwich would include lasagna. I don't feel like lasagna has starch on the top. I guess maybe I'm confused how lasagna works. Toast.
See, this
Oh,
is
a
why
toast
this
sandwich.
is so funny, is because you're disagreeing with your own rule, and that
I'm
one
not disagreeing with it.
particular
I'm just
case.
not sure if I would use lasagna as an example of this actual good rule.
I'm really ready to debate this.
A quesadilla, toast on top and bottom. But I feel like doesn't a quesadilla wrap? I don't feel like they're using good examples, but I do agree with the rule as a basis.
No. Bullshit.
They have bad
so
examples.
fucking full of
Taco
shit. No.
would include a hot dog, a sub sandwich, and a slice of pie. People, no, because sub sandwich is just the wrong term for it. They should be
No.
saying sub sandwich.
No.
They should be
It's a
saying
sandwich.
They
It's a
should be
sandwich.
saying
Isn't a
It's a
taco.
taco.
Hot dog isn't a
It's a
taco. It's a
sub
fucking
sandwich.
sandwich.
It's a taco. Look at
No.
the cube
No.
rule says.
What if I disagree with your bullshit cube rule?
No, you can't. It's the rule.
That is
I don't
not.
like
That's
you.
not what the
First of
government
all,
says.
first
That's
of
not
all,
what
first
God
of all,
says.
First of all, I don't like the fact that you're calling hot dog a taco. Doesn't
No,
doesn't
I
that
don't.
up, Chief?
Look at
Does-
though. It
I don't like you
fits.
calling pie a taco.
Look at the cube.
I'm looking at the cube.
No, your cube rule can burn in hell with the rest
Also,
of your
Vera,
opinions.
okay, let's look at this. All right, let's look at this. Imagine my hot dog bun rips. Is it then a sandwich?
What back?
Is it then a fucking sandwich?
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, is this the end of the presentation?
Almost.
Almost your 70%.
Please stand
Sushi.
by.
Sushi, of course, would include a falafel wrap, pigs in a blanket.
You are so fundamentally wrong, and I hate this
It's
presentation.
what's wrong about it.
Every
Sushi
slide
isn't
gets
even
worse.
on that list.
What?
What sushi is like completely wrapped in rice?
Sushi is wrapped in starch.
Since when have pigs in a blanket been sushi?
Because it's wrapped in, it's a hot dog wrapped in starch. The structure, the structure of starch is wrapped.
Anything wrapped up does not become a sushi.
I think you guys are getting caught up on the naming system.
No, I'm caught up on the fact
Listen.
that this is the most bullshit
No, listen.
system I have ever heard
Imagine
of.
it's just called the four-side one, and not sushi. Imagine it's
No,
not
but then
called
that
sushi.
completely negates the fucking point because then
No,
there's
it
nothing
doesn't.
under sandwich.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't negate it at all. It's just that this would be called
it
the
does.
four-side starch one. Imagine there's no sushi, no sandwiches, no tacos.
No.
There's the
No.
two-side one, the three-side one, the four-side one, the
But
six-side
isn't the
one.
argument you're trying to make that a hot dog is not a sandwich? Like, that is the only argument you're making. You're not making an argument of whether or not it is a two-sided or a four-sided thing. You're
Yes, I
making
am.
an argument specifically that it is that it is not a sandwich.
He's got you
right?
there.
If all of the names are arbitrary, then it doesn't matter.
Well, you're breaking the show. Of course, none of this matters. Yeah, no, we know. I know it doesn't matter, but it matters to me.
Okay.
Listen, look. If based on the cube rule, you cannot say a taco. No, you cannot say a hot dog is in the same category as a sandwich. A PB&J is not the same as a hot dog.
A pizza's not the same as toast.
It is.
No,
It
you
is,
can burn in
though.
hell with
you
that.
See
Let's keep-
toast, and it is.
I hate this cube rule so much.
So
Toast
here's the
toast
biggest problem.
has
Okay, I'll let you finish.
starch and stuff on top. Nothing
What
else.
if you don't put anything on your toast?
Yeah, what if I just eat dry toast?
Then you're just eating bread. The cube rule becomes important when two or more ingredients are added. If it's a piece of bread and butter on top, then there are two ingredients, and you must look at the cube rule to figure out what you are eating. If it is only a piece of bread, just like if you just had a fucking wiener dog, it's not a hot dog. I mean, it's a hot dog, but it's not like a sandwich hot dog. Not sandwich hot dog.
I don't like hot dogs being identified as tacos.
It doesn't need to be a taco then. Fine.
No.
It's the three-side one.
So yeah, I will tell you, it is three-sided, but
It's the three-side starch thing. I just feel like taco is
Yeah.
a lot easier to say than three-side starching.
But if you're calling them, the one-sided starch, the two-sided starch, the three-sided starch, I will give you that, yes, the hot dog is a three-sided starch, but it's also a sandwich.
But you can't say all these are sandwiches. Look at. Do you think a falafel wrap is a sandwich? Do you think a hot dog, a pig's in a blanket
I
is a
also
sandwich?
don't think it's a fucking sushi.
But look at the cube rule. It says.
Oh my god! Dude, you gotta calm down.
No, you just screamed at me. How can you tell me to calm
I'm
down?
freaking out. I'm freaking out.
You're the one that got mad and told the calmest person in this argument
Listen.
to calm down.
Let's continue, and maybe I'll be able to convince you by the end of my presentation.
I'm gonna fucking shoot myself by the end of this.
All two.
Dude,
Quiche.
my audio just peaked beyond what is
It's okay.
capable of being heard by human beings.
Calm down.
Quiche. I don't even remember quiche being a category. Can I just say cheesecake is a quiche?
No,
I believe it's pronounced quickie.
Soup
can I have a
and a
quickie,
bread bowl
please?
is also a quiche. A quitch, if you will.
a quickie?
A falafel pita
Gucci.
is also a coochie. Because
love
look,
cheesecake
it has
coochie.
it creates a starch bowl. So anything inside of a starch bowl is in this category. What?
What would you call a meatball that has starch all in it?
See, the starch is not a structural starch. It's just an ingredient
Oh,
also
okay,
the
okay,
general
okay.
thing.
I want to go back and further fucking nullify your bullshit system by saying it classified pie as toast. I think it
And
classified
Yes.
pie as something
taco.
else.
It
Pie
did.
and
No,
cheesecake have the same structure.
Some of the examples that this uses are not good examples, or objectively not good examples.
this is just a bullshit theory.
However, the base system is solid and correct.
No, it's not. It is very
So
wrong.
so here's my overarching problem with this whole cube rule, is that it was invented by some random Twitter user.
Who happen to be enlightened and a genius.
I highly question this Twitter user's credibility
So why
on
wait?
this subject matter.
Why are you, some other Twitter user, a better source of the system? Come up with a better system then.
So here's my thing. If you were to show the cube rule to professional chefs, food scientists, people whose entire livelihoods are built around food, I have
agree
a
with me.
strong.
I'm gonna tweet Guy Fieri right now from the official
Fieri.
GoBicker Twitter.
I have a sneaking suspicion that they would look at this and say, "This is ridiculous. Why can't we judge?"
Of course, it's ridiculous.
Brad, I don't think we should pull like professionals into this because I don't think they would agree with us in that hot dogs or sandwiches.
They might not, but I would rather learn that than learn that a hot
Buy
dog
this
is a
fucking
taco.
ding
Can
dong,
we
am I right?
discuss about how the Pop Tart is a ravioli? Is it? Because it doesn't have pasta, and I feel like ravioli
have to have
Again,
pasta.
no,
pasta.
you're
Raviolis
thinking,
don't have to have
you guys are
pasta.
thinking about things incorrectly. That's the issue. You're thinking there's things that you're thinking about that are too in the box. You gotta. Oh, I almost threw up a little bit.
You gotta think outside of the box
Terry,
with the
Terry,
cube.
you are
rule.
literally thinking inside the box right
I'm
now.
using a box as a structure. You were thinking that a ravioli has to have pasta. A ravioli instead of ravioli to you is just a thing to you. To me, it's an idea. It's a structure.
So wait, no. So
It's a
Maya,
state of
according to
being.
this cube rule, it's actually not a ravioli. It's actually a calzone.
Yes, you are getting it. Thank you. It is a calzone. It goes in the calzone category.
I
Is
hate
it
This is all it
calzone
is.
pizza?
And you,
I
here's the
hate
thing.
this.
You guys don't even disagree necessarily. That's the thing.
Yes, I do.
Because no, here's why you don't disagree. Because you guys can agree that these things are structurally different. You can recognize that a peanut butter and jelly is
Yes.
structurally different than a hot dog.
Yes.
And
I
yet,
still go back.
For some reason, you guys are getting hung up on these small details, like the word sushi or the word taco, when that is not necessarily the point.
Here's the
It
thing.
is the categor-
Motherfucker, it is the whole fucking point.
The whole point is it's a way to categorize all these different foods.
Listen, sandwiches, like yes, hot dogs, 3 sides.
Wrong.
Yes.
PB&J's, 2 sides. Yes,
Yes.
100% agree with you. But I'm not saying the sandwiches have to be limited to 2 sides.
What the fuck? Okay, what the fuck is a sub sandwich in this bullshit you have created?
It'd be a taco.
It's a taco. It's a
You
taco.
are so fundamental.
But it
call it
isn't.
fucking
Taco.
sub sandwich.
No, again,
it's
you're
called a
thinking
sub sandwich,
about-
you dumb motherfucker.
Again, you're thinking about the wrong thing.
Hop off your Twitter horse for one goddamn
I'm not
second.
on Twitter. I'm on this website.
I'm on this website.
People on Twitter didn't make this. Somebody else assembled this website. I'm just looking at it and using it as my literary source.
So wait, if we're going to be categorizing it by the location of the starch, I think it should also be fair to categorize it by the type of starch. Because
That's
that
true,
is
too.
because that's
Well,
fundamentally different as well. That's why I'm having such a problem with calling these things sushis, because rice
I know,
has
you're
a
thinking
total
of-
different
you're thinking
structural.
of- yes, but you're thinking of the
has a
wrong
totally
things
different
again.
structure
The
than a piece of
ingredients,
bread.
the ingredients
or
here
pasta.
is not what's important. It's the structure of the item itself.
I will agree with you, structure, yes, but
You all agree with that. That's the thing.
you can't, you can't
Yes.
call.
No. Hold on. Please pause. You do agree. You do recognize, Christopher, don't you, that a hot dog structurally is not the same as a peanut butter and jelly
No.
sandwich. You do recognize that. I know you do. I can see the light in your
No.
eyes, Father. I can turn you back from the dark
no,
side.
there is no fucking light because I will die. I will die
Christopher,
on the hill.
Christopher,
I will. No,
Christopher.
Terry, shut your fucking mouth.
No, because you,
I will lock you out of my house.
No, because
Go to the
listen,
porch.
listen. You can recognize the fact that a hot dog bun is not the same as 2 pieces of bread. You know that.
Motherfucker, you're not hearing my argument, though. You're not hearing my fucking argument.
all right.
I will live and die on the goddamn hill that a sub sandwich and a hot dog are similar fucking enough that it is classified as a sandwich.
Now,
that
also,
will forever and always be my argument. And
if you were to make a BLT, a bacon, lettuce, tomato.
Shut your cock holster
Wouldn't
and
you
let me
say,
finish my
ladies and gentlemen
goddamn
of the
point.
jury.
You know what? I will
Ladies and
start my
gentlemen-
own fucking podcast. I will relaunch Unhappy Hour.
Oh, what? And then never edit it, just like this show? Fuck, I don't give a fuck. I can do this all day.
Wait a minute. So Terry, under this system, what is a Big Mac?
A Big Mac is a sandwich.
Because it has 3 starches.
The third one, not a structural starch.
Yes, it is. I
No,
would
it's
argue
not.
it is.
No, it's not.
Why
I think
did
it's
you
similar to a lasagna.
No, if you took out the third bun in a Big Mac, the whole thing isn't gonna just disintegrate. The 2 important ones are the top and the bottom. The third one is just for extra little bit of fun.
If it doesn't have any bread in it at all, is it still a sandwich?
No. If you just took a big plate of fucking lettuce and turkey meat and fucking cheese,
If you just slap peanut butter and jelly in your hand and shoved it into your mouth.
if I put peanut butter on the top of my head and jelly on my feet, am I a sandwich?
If I took the top and bottom bun off of a Big Mac and held it like that, is it toast?
The top is.
No, I took the top and the bottom off,
No,
so I
yeah,
just
so
have the middle
whatever-
one.
Whatever
Let's
is
stand up for bottoms
above
everywhere.
The bread is toast. The rest of it,
Okay, well, here's the thing. If you're in fucking Australia, the other side of it is the
yeah.
toast.
But think of how gravity works, Maya. Maya, you're not thinking about how gravity works. You're supposed to be the smart, educational one. You're not remembering gravity. Gravity's gonna ruin the rest of your sandwich.
To quote my calc professor,
What is a sandwich in space?
to change an object's potential energy, you can change its mass, you can change its height, you can change its gravity. And I was like, I don't think I can do that.
I don't think you can
I don't
either.
think that's possible.
I mean, somebody maybe can, but not us.
Not us.
It's been a while since we've got heated enough to give me chest pains on the podcast.
And we have this is the first one. This is the first one because we have to fucking do all the big
No.
questions to Brad. Yeah.
So Terry, the reason I'm
gonna have a heart attack
The reason
tonight.
I'm concerned about this whole thing
I'm
is
conservative.
it's making me worry for your critical thinking abilities because because
Go
like
on.
because like all it took for you to be convinced by this cube rule is an arbitrary guy on Twitter drawing a diagram for you.
But the diagram makes sense. That's why.
No, it doesn't.
What doesn't make this? Look at this cube.
Yes, do you
This
know who
cube?
invented that cube? Some guy.
You're also just some guy on Twitter. It doesn't matter. Look at the cube.
We're all
the
some
cube
guy
makes
on
sense.
Terry,
Look at
Terry.
No,
look at how
I
the cube.
fundamentally
Look at how
disagree
these
with your
all are
cube
the same
system.
as this cube
Terry.
structurally.
Your cube system is not worth a damn.
Terry?
I refuse to
Yes, Maya.
acknowledge it.
I would like to mention I do completely agree with the cube rule. I agree
Fuck
with you.
off.
I'm still saying like a hot dog's a sandwich. You can
You
say I'm wrong.
can't.
You can say I'm wrong.
can't.
I'm still it's like I get it. Like logistically, yeah, I get it. I like the
It's a
cube rule
separate
makes
category.
sense
You
to
know
me.
that. No,
It makes
Maya,
sense.
no,
I
please,
know
no.
it makes sense to me. No, I get it. But at the same time, like I can't I cannot say with a good conscience that a hot dog is not a sandwich. I can't say that.
I refuse to believe this bullshit cube system.
The cube makes sense. The cube is
No, it
genius.
doesn't.
I agree with the cube. I think the cube makes sense.
No, I don't like cube system. I think the cube system is a crock of shit.
There are some examples that I don't like.
No, yes, the examples they use, I will agree,
Yeah.
not good. We're again, much like the cube word. Cube
World.
Much like the
Rivethead
cube
here.
rule, we just need to pay attention to the base structure, the basic idea. Whatever bullshit the examples they use are
Listen.
not necessarily relevant.
I don't give a shit about the structure. The one thing I give a shit about is the naming. The naming is all fucking wrong.
But
even
the
if it
naming
was-
is what causes the
No.
issues. That's why we need to think about this. In a more
Then what the
reasonable
fuck
way.
is? Then it just completely. If we take the fucking names, just call it the
Yes.
three-side thing,
Yes,
the three-side fucker over there.
Yes.
That completely negates the argument we're having.
No, it doesn't.
completely negates the
I mean, it
argument.
sorta
The whole
does.
the
It does.
whole argument
It
we're
does.
having is about naming
Yes.
structure of hot dogs. It is a sandwich. It's fundamentally a sandwich. I
However-
believe a sub would be categorized underneath sandwich.
No, that's the thing, because the naming is way more arbitrary than a scientific cube rule.
It's not scientific.
It is very scientific.
Arbitrary.
It's not
It's way
scientific.
less arbitrary than just words. It's a system that you can visually see. Yes, Maya, you in the back.
I agree with your cube rule wholeheartedly, but I think here's where my thing is. I consider the 2-sided ones and the 3-sided ones to be sandwiches.
But at the same, okay, this is
know.
you're.
I consider
what
them
you're
both to
doing,
be sandwiches.
You're fusing two categories.
Yeah.
These are separate categories, and you're just saying no. Fuck the categories. They are one.
Because like,
But that's
here's the thing. No,
wrong.
here's
No.
the thing. I'm
Everything
agreeing with
is
you.
wrong.
They are fundamentally different. Yes.
Yes.
But like name
So it's like
wise,
you're almost there.
And here's the thing. Like name. Like I
But
get it.
You don't call it a hot dog sandwich. You call it a hot dog.
They are structurally different. Right?
So how can you
But-
say they're the same thing then?
Because I just like. I mean like. Fucking like women and men are structurally different, but we're all humans, dog.
And these are all
Every
food.
building is structurally different. I still call it a fucking building. I don't say it a dildo.
Yeah, okay.
I call it a fucking
However-
building.
However, you could say this is an apartment, this is a house, this is a house. You could say hold on. Men and women are structurally different, but we're all human. Yes, but you can also recognize that. Oh fuck! I had a good retort for that. Fuck shit.
Fuck shit.
But we are still separate categories, right? Like
Listen,
you could say that.
Imagine,
like,
okay,
Oh, got it.
I
Shut
am
up,
a
shut up.
PB and
You
J.
could say-
Maya
you could say-
is a hot dog.
you could say-
We're the same fucking thing. We're
No.
just slightly different
You
enough.
could say a hot dog and a sandwich are both food. You could say a house and and an office are both
You are-
buildings, but
no.
one's an office, one's a building, or one's a home.
I don't know
or
where you're
whatever.
going with this
We're
argument, but you're agreeing
a
with
hot
me,
dog and a
I think.
sandwich are both food. But they are not the same thing.
No.
They are.
No.
Yes, they're under
Okay.
the same umbrella,
It's a
but they are
sandwich.
not the same.
It's a different kind of sandwich.
It's a
like
different
house.
kind
It's
of
like house and an
food.
apartment. It's still a dwelling, even though they're structurally different. A house and an apartment are still dwellings. Therefore, a hot dog is a sandwich.
No.
I believe that a hot dog, and if they were like actual like mammals, I believe a hot dog
A hot dog is a mammal.
and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I believe they would be genetically similar enough to be able to reproduce.
Are you kidding me? Are you insane? Are you completely fucking insane?
No, I see where Maya's
Can
going
I just
with
say from
this.
start to finish that was the most buck wild insane shit you've ever fucking said?
Out of context is so fucking weird. It's weird in context, but
It's
out
very-
of context, that's fucking
No,
insane.
I completely agree
I
with
kind of
Maya.
want that clipped.
I think a hot dog and a sandwich could definitely fuck and make a weird child.
A weird child, because it wouldn't be right. It'd be some weird fucking incest baby with three
No,
eyes.
I believe that the child could like reproduce. That means that they are genetically similar enough to create a fertile child.
A peanut butter and jelly sandwich as an animal and a hot dog as an animal. You're saying they are similar enough?
I'm talking, okay, a peanut butter jelly sandwich is like a fucking Rottweiler, and a hot dog is like a wiener dog. They can smash and make a fucked up little baby.
But it's not okay. But you shouldn't be doing that because it's going to
But
cause
it's
some
not
problems. Just like, so you could say that a Rottweiler and a wiener dog are both dogs, but they're very different breeds.
They are. They are.
yeah, but they're still dogs, Terry. You're fucking agreeing with me right now.
No. Except, no. Here's the thing, though. Again, what I'll say again. What the difference is that they are not both the same dog. Just like these are not both sandwiches. They are both food.
No.
They are both things that you can eat, but they are not the
both
same.
dogs. So it's a Rottweiler. It's a wiener dog.
Food.
It's a Rottweiler.
Buildings.
It's a wiener dog. They're both dogs. You're saying
Okay.
dogs,
Think of it like-
cats. They're both animals. You're looking at it
Yes.
too broad, dude. You're looking at it too
No.
broad.
I'm looking at it broad enough.
I don't know what the fuck we're arguing anymore. We're
Because
just arguing about the
ultimately, because
differences.
now here's what this argument's boiled down to. It's just an issue of semantics. It's just an
That's
issue
true.
of, regardless if we agree of the cube model or not, we're now really just boiling it down to at what point does it become divulged from a sandwich and to a thing? Because I'm on the side of I agree with the concept of the cube rule, but
fuck
that
the cube rule.
they are all various different types
Of food.
sandwich.
No.
Of sandwich.
Shit, you were so close. Just one word there. You could have fixed it. You could have done it.
I will.
But it's
I
a
am-
semantical issue.
No.
It's a semantical issue. It's all a matter of definitions, and language doesn't matter. Language is a human construct. Sandwiches are a human construct. You are all missing the point completely. None of this matters. Let's move on to the next topic. Thank you.
Buddy boy, I hate to break this to you. Nothing we talk about on here ever will ever in anybody's lifetime matter.
I don't know how much, like, here's the thing. I'm down to keep arguing about the sandwiches, but I am, like, very, very desperate to know what Brad's opinions on the other ones are.
What are the
'Cause
other
it's
ones?
like-
I don't remember.
Well, the next one is the calzone.
I quit.
Finish his presentation.
Bye, all.
He needs to finish his PowerPoint.
So what's in the what are the examples for the calzone?
Actually, that's a good point. A corn dog?
Excuse me?
What did he say?
A corn dog is a calzone.
Oh no!
No, get the fuck out of here.
Pie? Pie has been in 3 of these categories. Are you fucking
Pie is the universal uniter.
Are you shitting? It's toast, it's a taco, and
Can
it's
I
a
just
calzone.
point out once more, the examples in this website are not good.
What I'm learning is whoever designed the system is full of shit, and the system
no.
needs to catch fire
I'm
and
not
burn
dissing
down.
the system.
No. You can doubt the website that it was featured on. The system developed by somebody else is correct.
I'm not dissing the system. System works. I really fucking hate what people. I hate calling
No.
fucking hot dog corn
An
dogs a
Uncrustable
calzone.
is not a calzone.
It's
I actually
covered.
I do kind of agree with that.
If you change this very slightly, it would look exactly like a calzone.
Additional cube rulings. Okay.
Shall I keep rulings?
I'm ready to be mad.
Salad, no starch. Which honestly at this point just seems like
Meatloaf is salad.
Cereal is a salad. Pasta is a salad.
no, pasta is starch.
But is it structural starch? Oh shit!
It's a bunch
got
of
a point.
little. No, wait, no.
It's not structural.
It's just
What
pasta.
is
It's
pasta?
It's just
salad.
starch. It's just starch. No, it's not salad because look at no starch.
Pasta is salad. You can make pasta
Oh, okay.
salad.
Okay, so
They
no
might-
starch at all.
Oh, just kidding. They do use examples.
Steak. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Pie.
Wait, actually, steak doesn't even make sense. Oh no, yes, it does. Never mind.
Take it. I want to show that specific slide to my doctor next time they say I need to eat more
Steak.
salad.
Mashed potatoes is a salad. Steak's a salad. If you were at a family dinner and you ordered a steak and everyone's like, oh yeah, this is my favorite salad.
I was gonna say I was going to say this was stupid, but then I realized that no, this is just putting non-starch things into a category, non-structural starch things into a category.
Okay. Yeah. So
Which is
meatballs
like-
would go into salad
Sure.
because they
it's
have
just-
starch, but not structural starch.
Well, no, because this one doesn't have any starch. The steak it doesn't have any starch.
Yeah, but
It just means that,
items without structural starch also
Yes.
belong there as
Yes.
well.
So now here's my other
Oh, yeah, spaghetti
major
meatballs.
issue.
There we go.
Here's my next major issue with this is that
Yeah.
it doesn't hold up in the real world.
Yes, what do you
would
mean?
never go into a restaurant and say, "Oh yeah, my favorite salad is steak."
You know what you would also never fucking do? You would never go to a sandwich shop and order a hot dog.
I think you
would.
can.
You,
actually.
you know, we're moving
probably-
on. If you guys are gonna be this fucking dumb, we're moving on.
I guarantee you there's at least one sandwich store in America that sells hot
I'm
dogs.
pretty sure I could go to a deli and get a hot dog.
Someone needs to be shot. I don't know who, but
The
someone.
person who made this website, I appreciate them for bringing the word of our Lord to my ears.
No,
But the construction of this
I still
website-
will never fall. It'll be a cold day in hell before I fall in line with the cube method.
Well, that sucks. That's unfortunate because it's correct, and it's now the law of the land. It's also commandment number 8. If you don't follow it, you're gonna
No.
get fucking blown up.
No,
We're gonna make a grenade sandwich and make you eat it.
So it has to have like bread on top.
2
and
breads,
bread on
yeah.
bottom.
So wait a minute. Am
Yeah.
I, according to the cube rule, a salad?
Everything
I
is
mean,
either a salad or not a salad, according to the cube rule.
Am I a
basically.
I mean,
salad?
you
That's
could
true, yeah.
literally say everything in the universe is either a potato or not a potato.
But does it mean anything? Probably no. No, it doesn't really.
Brad, you really don't get this. None of this matters. We know none of this matters.
just like
That's
to
not
argue
the
about
point.
But we want to get to some kind of meaning.
Every couple dozen episodes. No, there is no consensus. There will never be a consensus.
Wait until you get to the corn one, all right? The corn one means fucking nothing.
Yeah.
The corn means less than this.
Oh, the corn debate. That
Except
was
here's
one
the
of
thing
my
with the
favorites.
corn thing. is there is a correct answer again, which
There
is
is
of
a
course
correct
No,
boiled
there's
corn.
not.
Boiled corn is the correct answer, and
No,
that's
grilled
just
corn
the
is
end
the
of
correct
it.
answer.
Brad, do you prefer grilled or boiled corn?
Grilled corn. Would
My
pat it out.
fucking boy!
I'm incredibly disappointed, and you will not be asked back. This
If
is
you've never had like a good like roasted
I haven't-
grilled
I've had
Neither of
grilled
these
corn.
boys have.
No, I've had grilled corn.
You told
It's
me
not
it was
good.
like-
Okay, so then it's a matter of preference.
You know, no,
Brad,
I want
Brad, you're not getting it again. It's not a matter of preference. This is a
No,
matter of
I want
life
to back
and
that
death.
ass up real quick for a second and say, I vaguely remember the podcast discussion where Maya, you talked about having grilled corn, and like an episode later, you were like, "Yeah, I think whoever the fuck made it fucked it up." Because I can't remember why, but somehow they fucked it up. So your
Because he grilled
point,
watermelon on the same
your
one. But I can't
point
fuck it up
is
that
null
bad.
and void, therefore, woman. And Terry is just fundamentally wrong because I like making Terry feel bad.
Listen, boiled corn is so fucking good.
Okay, no.
It's fantastic.
No, it's not.
What are you talking about?
It's.
Oh, he's
It's
changing
not
his
like corn?
position.
I'm saying corn is fine. It is better than grilled corn, objectively.
No.
But
No.
I'm not like, oh yeah, I fucking love boiled corn, because like, who the fuck am I, 90?
I
Like,
get off to boiled
Do you not
corn.
like corn on the cob at all?
yeah, it's fine.
No, it's good. Corn on the
It's
cob is
fine.
fucking
It's
good.
good. It's
It's
good.
good.
Well, did you also notice you went all? Do you not like it at all?
That good gourmet corn.
It's good.
No, seriously, grilled corn. Mm-mm.
It's great.
You shouldn't be
It's
like.
wicked.
Here's what I'll say. If you serve me
here.
a boiled ear of corn and a grilled ear of corn, I will eat them both.
Yeah.
Well,
I will eat
sure.
them both and enjoy them both.
Girl just like dries it out. I don't like it.
You're allowed to be wrong, Maya.
No, except she's not wrong because it's still the correct answer, despite me not being the biggest corn fan.
Okay, but wait, what was the thing that you wanted to get to, right? Because I think we're sidetracked.
This is it. This is the corn debate. We have been arguing about this for
This has been before
years.
GoBicker.
This is year one. GoBicker. This is day one.
No, this is
GoBicker.
pre-Bicker. This
This
is
is technically
pre-Bicker.
pre-Bicker,
Pre-Bicker,
but
yeah.
this is also day one GoBicker conversation.
Yeah, that's true.
This is what this was the foundation.
Did we ask about candy corn?
It's on my list.
You asked about that last one.
I did?
last
Okay.
time. You didn't go into it too deeply because I remember you mentioned it briefly, but then you didn't go into detail because you wanted to wait till this time. Okay, yeah.
So we know that Brad's wrong.
Oh, is he on board? Wait, is he for or
Well,
against
okay.
candy corn?
Real quick.
Well, hold on, wait.
Normal corn.
I need to hear the question again.
Normal
What are we
corn.
arguing about?
Hold on. As host and grandmaster and grand wizard or whatever.
Oh no!
No, don't say that. Don't say that one. That's
We almost
the wrong
made it a whole
phrasing.
episode without making a racist joke, Terry. Good fucking God.
Listen,
fucking God.
I just think the quarantine's getting to me.
The quarantine.
The quarantine.
Well, we're definitely not having one of those.
So anyway, if you didn't know,
So the correct answer, cube. Okay, so far cube roll correct.
incorrect.
Corn.
I agree with the
corn
cube, but
boiled.
Corn.
like hot dog is a sandwich.
Corn boiled.
Grilled.
Cube equals yes. Corn is toast. Corn on the cob is toast.
Get the fuck out of my
God
house.
damn it.
If you put butter on corn on the cob, it's toast.
If you handed me, if I woke up in the morning and said, "Darling, make me some toast," and you walked up with a fucking corn cob, I would punch you in
Okay.
the face.
Okay, no, here, I think I just came to the root of the issue. What it is that there's like the layman term for things, and then there's the scientific consensus that we must come to. Layman terms, yes, you're gonna have to think how society works. So in society, you're gonna say, if I want toast, you're gonna imagine a piece of bread, put in a toaster.
You're not.
You're not gonna imagine bread for toast? Are you fucking
I'm not
stupid
gonna
as
say
shit?
I would like a piece of bread toast, please. I'm gonna say, get me some
I'm not-
fucking toast.
I'm not saying what you will say. I'm saying what you will think. If you said, I want a piece of toast, in society you will think bread with probably some butter on it or something. Maybe some peanut butter, some jelly. Who knows? There's options. It's good. Nutella.
There's a lot you can do with toast. It's
Now,
very diverse.
scientifically, in the science world, toast has to be it's a category instead where you have to include a starch with things on top, a single starch with things on top. So
I'm gonna
that
bring you
way,
a slice of pizza.
That way you can categorize. You can categorize what things are, so we all don't fucking murder each other about what is what. You can
hate this
in society as a dumb layman, you can say whatever the fuck you want. But scientifically, we need to come to a consensus on what everything is.
So what you're basically saying, sociology doesn't matter. language.
Don't
Who
be
cares?
using big words on me. What the fuck do you think I
Scientific.
look like?
All I know is I want an actual scientist to come on this show one day. So
Oh,
Yes.
very much so.
Yes. Yes.
Here are my qualifications then for why I am correct about the cube rule. About a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was almost 300 fucking pounds. I know a thing or two about eating. I know something
But
about
you-
food.
you don't have any
I
paperwork
know a
backing
thing or
up
two.
though.
What?
Because listen, I've seen some fat people with really bad taste.
Well, no, they have good. I mean, they know what they could taste. Or, I mean, they're good at
Well,
tasting.
no, yeah.
They're good. They're bad. What they're bad at is self-control.
What is? I'm dying to know. What are the rest of the questions that we had planned out?
Are babies omelets?
Excuse the
Are
fuck out of
babies
me.
omelets?
I don't ever remember having this argument.
We had it like 2 ago.
I
ago.
recently brought it up. I don't know if it was on an episode, but I would just like
What?
to ask it right now. I feel like it fits. Are babies omelets?
No, we had it last podcast.
We might have.
didn't
It
we?
might have been the post show.
It might have been the post show because I remember that. I distinctly remember Brad standing up, throwing his headphones, and walking off the screen.
Why are babies omelets?
Egg
Yeah.
scrambled.
No. Again, the scrambling.
I know.
The scrambling doesn't matter.
I know that was the joke.
You
But
don't.
in order-
I have never. No.
But in order for it to
no.
be-
That was
omelet.
that was the joke. That was the joke.
In order for it to be an omelet, doesn't it have to be cooked?
It gets incubated
you
for about
coulda-
9 months.
Yeah, it is kind of. It is
I think-
like cooked. You could say it is being cooked at 98 degrees Fahrenheit.
An omelet does require a scrambled egg, though.
No, what the
No,
fuck?
it requires a
doesn't.
whisked egg. We were over this last
Yes.
time. I said scramble when I meant whisked.
Do you know what? Yes, Chris. Do you know what a scrambled egg is? It's an egg that you
Is
fucking
when it's
crack.
cooking,
Shut up!
you
I'm
fuck
not.
it up.
What I'm talking, Maya. Jesus.
Well, it's the same kind
I'm
of a whisked egg.
getting to it.
A
I'm
whisked
getting to it.
egg, okay, not scrambled. That wasn't the right phrasing.
Exactly. You got it. We have to. You got to be right about this kind of thing. These topics are very reliant on the most minute of fucking dumb details, like what is a whisked egg and what is a scrambled egg. A scrambled egg is an egg that was on the pan and scrambled up. A whisked egg was whisked.
The reason why I say scramble is because
You're dumb.
if
I
a
know.
guy's no, if a guy is whisking my guts, it's not. It's not as,
gonna whisk your
it's not as-
guts.
it's not as great as if a guy were to scramble my
I
guts.
don't. Also, I don't know how babies are made from like a deep scientific level.
You take a whisk, you stick it up someone's cooter, beat it.
What's the thing? But like, I mean, I would imagine that the fusing of sperm and egg is a lot closer to a whisking than it is to a scrambling. Because scrambling is breaking it apart and like chopping it.
But it doesn't break the egg; it just goes
From
in.
the very backwoods South Carolina sex education I received 10 years ago, I'm pretty sure the sperm doesn't go and destroy the egg. I'm pretty sure
Exactly.
it just
So
sticks in there.
no scrambling, just
So
merging.
there's no scrambling or there's no whisking. Therefore, it's not an omelet. because it's
whisking
got
is
the
kind of
whisk.
mixing. Whisking is mixing the egg and the yolk together to make this one ooey gooey yellow
Sperm,
paste.
though, is
Sperm
different.
and egg come together to make person. Yes, you in the back.
It's not an omelet. It's not an omelet. It's a fried egg.
Okay, I can agree with that.
It's sunny side up.
Side up.
I can agree. It's a sunny side up egg. It's a sunny
Okay.
side up egg. It's not an
Good. I'm
omelet.
glad we can all agree on that. Finally.
Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
We have one. I think we have one other big one. So we'll go to the shorter, quicker one first.
Yeah, you got it.
Candy corn, yay or nay?
Nay.
I'll eat it, but I know I'm wrong in this argument. So
No,
not
I'm
gonna
with
put
you
up
with
a
with
fight.
that too. I can see
Yeah.
why people would be disgusted.
It's
but I don't
not
care
something I
enough.
go buck fucking wild
No,
about,
it's
but
like,
if it's in my
oh, it's
candy
there.
bag, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's
oh,
why I'm
okay.
like, okay, all right. I can like, if you guys will eat it, but you're not craving it, I'm like, whatever. My mom craves candy corn.
That's
It's
insane.
fucking wax. That's wrong. Your mom is a terrorist.
Yeah,
well,
quite
Just
frankly.
fits right in.
What's the big one?
The big one, I feel like anyway. I feel like the one that we're gonna have a discussion about because we've already kind of had it just in post shows. If a pizza had bones, where would the bones go?
No. I don't remember my argument on this one.
I
so
want
it's
you to
probably
know,
changed.
I've asked several of the people, like so many people I know. I've asked my physics lab partners. I've asked the people that I go to lunch with. I've asked fucking so many people. And all of them agree with me.
Which is?
You have the fundamental bones, like the femur, if you will, in the crust.
Right, I'll agree with that part.
Then
yeah.
you have essentially what are the little like spinies of a fish, if you will. You know how fish have little spinies into the crust or into the center of the pizza.
I feel like the bones in the crust are in the pizza itself.
So the bones are in the crust, but it does have spinies that go into it.
Here's my issue. Inherently, my gut of guts, my heart of hearts, my butt of holes, I want to agree with you.
Yeah.
But that goes like against the whole point of this whole show, so I'm gonna disagree.
Listen,
I feel like
for once I'm in
think-
Terry's camp.
What does Brad think?
yeah.
I think the bones are just in the crust,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that the pizza in the middle is just a membrane, right?
I think
The
it's
pizza in the middle is
cartilage.
just like a cartilage membrane, kind of in
Here's
the
the
middle.
thing. I would say that like there would be like no bones, but the fact that a pizza you can hold a pizza.
I would say
there
there's
are
no bones, but everyone knows pizza has bones. So.
I would say that there are no bones other than the crust. But when you're like holding a pizza, it doesn't just go bloop. Like otherwise you're having a really
It doesn't
sad
go
pizza.
fully flaccid.
I've accounted for that in my argument. Actually, I've accounted for that in my argument because
This argument I've made up on the spot.
See, I knew you would bring that up, so I planned.
I actually was thinking about that. So a pizza, whether or not it holds up, all depends on how you actually physically hold it. If you introduce a sense of curvature in the crust,
Okay.
then the rest of the pizza will have to maintain that curvature just by the laws of
Now,
physics.
you
But
can't curve it if there's a bone in the crust.
If you do not introduce any curvature at all, then the curvature instead gets introduced in the pizza, and it does flop down. It does flop down.
Yes, it does flop down. Not all pizzas do that. Yes, I will agree that it will flop down. However, it's not just going straight down. There's some support. It's gonna be like half chub.
Well, if you're saying it's half chub, then that's kind of like what cartilage is.
Are dicks cartilage? What are dicks?
What are dicks?
What are dicks?
A dick is a bag that fills with blood, and when filled with blood,
Wacky
No, hold on.
inflatable arm flailing tube man.
yeah, that's what it's more like. Yeah.
No, there's something in there.
Are you touching your penis right now?
Not like skin to skin or anything.
I'm trying to find the dick bone, but I just...
Well, here's the thing. It's not. It can't just be like a bag because it can break.
Dicks can break, but there feels like there's more in there.
There's definitely something else in there.
Maya, grab your dick.
I'm gonna research.
I feel like fill in the old cockatoo. There's something in there.
There's something in there.
You
I
know?
can tell.
It's got heart. She's got.
got
Old girl's
character.
got.
It is made of spongy tissue and blood vessels.
There you go, spongy tissue.
You can't say that like that's what you just said. You said it was like a bag full of blood. That's not
Okay,
what.
well,
That's different than spongy tissue.
Okay, I'll reject my prior statement because spongy tissue makes more
Okay.
sense.
Well, yeah, because that's the one the fucking scientists.
Yeah,
come
you're
up with.
fucking wrong.
3 layers
Yeah,
of spongy
I'm
tissue to
admitting.
be exact.
3 layers.
It
That
feels
it?
like it's more than that. I
3
feel like I got a
layers.
couple more layers.
You were born
Maybe
with
you
a couple more layers. You can
I
count
mean,
the
I
layers.
feel like I got a good hard dick.
I got a really dense cock.
I have a very dense dick, which accounts for all the curves. My weird.
It curves down because it's so fucking heavy because you have 17 layers of sponge inside.
Chris, if one was to bite into your dick, it'd be like a thick pound cake. You know what I'm
It
saying?
really would, yeah.
Rather
If
than
someone
like an
took a
airy
chunk out of my
like
dick.
donut or something like
Not
that.
a
No,
biscuit.
No, it'd be like one
Not
of
a
those
biscuit.
pound cakes where
Now
you're like,
wait a minute. Does that make Terry's dick a sandwich or a taco?
I just my dick. I'm not,
yeah, what is a dick? Is it
a calzone.
No.
dick is not a calzone.
No, I think it's a sushi.
sushi.
No, it's a sushi.
But is
'Cause
it?
you have a
But
hole.
is skin a starch? Is skin really a starch?
It's either a sushi or it's a bread bowl.
It's a bread bowl. It's a bread bowl.
A dick isn't a bread bowl either. What the
It has
fuck
a
are
hole.
you talking about? Where's the hole? Oh, yeah, it does have a hole.
Where's the hole?
What do you mean? I don't have a
Wait.
dick hole.
Wait, your dick has a hole? I just piss out my ass.
I just pee piss. Wait.
Well, I think we all do that. I think
I
that's,
pee
that's
piss.
all
I
of us.
don't. How dare you?
I don't pee piss. I pee pee.
Shit, blood. That's different.
I
Oh, wait.
shit blood and I pee piss.
So I think my inherent idea too was again also the pizza having this because I feel like the crust is the heart and soul of the pizza.
Yeah.
The back
Yeah.
crust because we also are all aware that the bottom has crust as
So-
well. hence why it is a toast. But that's a different argument. So the main structure, the heart and soul of the crust being, or the pizza being that outer ring of crust, is why I also feel like that's where the bones should go. The rest of it is just I think a layer of cartilage that does make sense. Yes, you in the back.
Is a pizza a mammal? Is that the spine?
No,
Does that make it a mammal?
Is it a vertebrate? Is it a
mammal
vertebrate?
has fur, has hairs, I should say.
No, a mammal has mammary glands.
A mammal has hair, fur. That's what makes them a mammal.
No, it's mammary glands.
But then, also they have fur. That's what I learned in elementary school. And that's what I'm sticking with.
Got fur on a spine.
There's gotta be stuff that
no,
isn't.
No.
There has
Doesn't
to be
have
stuff
fur.
that-
Dolphins are mammals.
They have hairs. Dolphins have hairs.
No, they don't. What
Yes, they
dolphin
do.
have you ever met that has hair?
They're tiny, microscopic hairs.
Jamie, look that shit up.
No, nobody looked that up. Nobody looked that up. Listen, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm a very stupid boy.
Same.
We're getting into real science. That's a no-go for me. We shouldn't be doing that.
I'd like to add a rule. I'd like to add a bone. I'd like to add a layer to my thing.
I have a bone
Yes.
to pick.
So when the pizza arrives at your door, right in the box, the little pizza table in the middle is a bone that you remove.
It's like the wishbone.
Tailbone.
It's the wishbone.
It's the wishbone of the pizza.
You remove it, and then you can eat the rest of it
Why do they have the little pizza table?
To keep it from the box from mushing.
to support the box.
You look so satisfied by the answer.
That makes sense. It adds up.
You are an engineer.
Well, it's because I've never seen a pizza table in person.
Not many that I've seen do, but I've seen.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Yeah, because there was one local place.
Well, the places that don't have it, they remove that bone for you before they send it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
they're
yeah.
those are bone out pizzas.
When they pick the pizza off the tree, they remove the bone.
They circumcised it.
I'll take my pizza circumcised, please.
Dude, the table is the pizza foreskin.
I'd like the bones out and the pizza circumcised, please.
Speaking of circumcision, we're all
Yeah?
all of us with dicks are circumcised. Yeah.
Wait, huh?
What's the status of your dick?
He's asking if you're circumcised, yeah.
Yeah, I came from a Jewish family.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. What do you think? Oh, you saying
Well,
that?
now you
But
know.
yeah,
that.
you didn't give us your fucking life story before
Wait,
we
no,
got
he
on
did
here.
mention that he
I'm
was
also
Jewish
very
last episode.
stupid.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so all of us don't have all of our dick. But let's fantasize about if we did have all of our dick for a moment.
I don't like how you use the word fantasize.
I'm really glad I
like
don't.
that.
Hearing about the fact that they got to clean gunk out of their fucking
Yeah,
dip.
I don't want to. I don't want dick cheese.
I hear you get dick cheese even like without your foreskin.
I think that's just an STD.
That's just not being clean. I'm sure if I never showered ever again, I would probably get some buildup. But like,
I wash my dick very good every time in the
oh
shower.
yeah, I spent a good 5-10 minutes just focusing on making sure it's clean. Clean out inside and out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I tell you, I got a little like one of those pipe cleaners.
like a bottle cleaner.
I put it in a little rubbing alcohol and then just.
I find that like a drain snake actually works a lot better.
Oh my god! Sometimes there's chunks that get stuck up there, and you gotta snake them
just
out.
kinda, pull it out.
And you got hairs that get trapped in there. Have you guys ever gotten a hair in your penis? I don't know if that's like a. You have?
I've gotten it like in between like the outer skin and the inner meat tube.
In the meat tube.
I wonder how you get hair in your
I don't know,
urethra.
but it's always super weird to pull it out because it's like.
I kind of my skin
Yeah, weird
skin dick tube hairs that happen. I like pulling those out.
I feel like this is this is like the discussion we had last time where I was like, where most girls like will get hair in like their butt crack and then they'll like pull it out and it's like weirdly a good feeling.
I bet you I wonder if it's a similar feeling then.
It is. I've had long hairs in my butt crack before. It's a similar feeling. It's
Okay.
just on a larger scale.
That sounds great then. I wish I had more hairs caught in my ass.
So anyway,
So if you didn't know,
Oh, there's one more thing that could be a while.
I want to talk about it.
Butt is legs?
what?
Butt is legs? Question mark?
I think it's a part of legs.
Wait, hold on. I need you to say it one more time.
Is your butt part of your legs or your torso?
As somebody that
Is-
doesn't have an ass,
Is butt legs.
Is butt legs?
But his legs?
I think, in my opinion, like I said, as someone who does not have an ass,
It's true. I've seen it or not seen it.
well, all it is, it's legs and then back. So I'm gonna
Right.
say, if you don't have an ass,
No, you can't be doing that kind of shit because everyone's got
oh, we're not
something.
subdividing.
Everyone's
Oh, Terry,
we're for humans. That's part of our basic structure.
You have not seen my bare ass, my friend.
I have seen your bare ass.
Oh, that's right. You have seen my bare ass.
Okay, hold on. I gotta like feel my ass really quick. Hold on. Excuse me, pardon me.
Excuse me, I gotta go touch my ass.
Why do you have to get off camera to just go like this?
Cause like, I'm like.
Oh, where'd it go? I lost my ass.
Ass is legs. If not, it is the intermediary between legs and torso.
Well, that's
It's
the
its
question.
own special
Those are two
category.
separate ideas.
Okay.
that you're saying.
Where on the cube does the ass fall?
I think ass is torso.
Oh,
You think ass is torso?
I think ass is torso.
I think you're full of
that's
shit.
a
lady.
very wrong answer.
I
Your
don't
ass.
think
Yeah,
Here's the
you're
thing.
correct.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Your ass connected to your like on par with your hips.
My
Your
ass
hips
bone's
aren't your
connected
legs.
to the.
Your hips aren't your legs. The hips are at the. If you were to cut somebody's legs off,
My hips go up higher than my ass, though.
yeah, your hips like yes, but like
But you're talking about your hips being part of your legs.
okay, hold on. I'm just
How
gonna,
are hips
like,
above?
show
How is
my
hips
ass.
above
Yeah,
ass, but
okay.
ass is torso?
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, Maya, you're gonna.
You're gonna eat shit or get our views up
I don't
really
wanna
high.
stand on the chair.
No, you could also just move the chair a little bit and turn around.
No, because I need this side.
Wait, what's your issue?
I'm
why
short.
do you need to stand? Oh, okay.
Hey,
Wait,
Maya,
okay, wait.
That's my
No,
issue.
wait. Stand
you
up,
can
stand up.
move your fucking webcam. It's
Okay,
not
wait.
bolted to
Yeah,
the goddamn monitor.
Okay.
So wait, hold on. All right.
Yes.
So butt. But my
Right.
hip. Oh, that's my like leg joint. Hold on.
Yeah, isn't your hip like higher? Yeah, your hip's like right where your hand is now, right?
Well, my hip goes up to here.
Oh.
Like roughly.
Therefore, hip
And-
down is legs. Hip up is torso.
So okay, yeah, hip down. Let me figure it out. Hold on. Okay, wait.
Here's
So-
the thing: if you were to cut off somebody's
Yeah.
legs, would you include the ass?
Yeah.
I mean, no. Well, okay, that's the question. Yeah, because like
Actually, that's a good
I
question.
feel like if you cut up someone at the
That might-
hips, right? That's like cutting them in half.
Yeah, that's cutting them in half. That's not like that's not separating
no,
their torso from
I see
their
where
legs.
Maya's coming from.
Ass starts like just below the hip, so is the hips the cutoff point for what makes torso and legs?
No, I kind of agree with Maya on this because if looking at this from a purely scientific point of view, if I were to
As
dismember
we always
someone,
do. Wait, no,
Exactly.
if I lopped off someone's legs,
I feel
I
like you'd lop them
personally,
off, like, right here.
as the serial killer in me, would cut at the joint, and that's not gonna
holy
get a
shit!
lot of
No,
ass.
no, wait, yeah, no. Ass is torso.
Ass is torso.
Holy shit.
Me showing
a
my ass
breakthrough.
on stream
Yeah, 'cause look,
got
wait.
everybody on the same page.
If you were to cut someone's legs, you'd cut like right here. Ass ends like right there.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Ass is torso.
Yeah.
There we go. Wow.
Wow. Holy shit! I did not
I should
expect.
become a fucking attorney.
Good job, Maya. Your ass united. GoBicker.
My ass united GoBicker.
So, fuck, on that note, if you didn't know, this has been the most productive podcast we've ever fucking done. I mean, not really, but kinda.
But kinda.
But kinda.
Remember, of course, you can go to twitch.tv/GoBicker and watch us record this live for free. You get pre-show, actual show, post-show, all free. It's a great deal. However, we do understand that even despite the fact that we're in the middle of a pandemic apocalypse, you might be busy. We understand that. So, if you want to catch pre-show, main show, post-show, all weeks early, generally, sometimes even months, including some unaired episodes that I don't know what the fuck to do with, you can go to patreon.com/GoBicker at even the $1 level and get all of the every episode we've done. It's all put up there. And remember, of course, if you go to the $5 level, then you also get access to our Discord, our Patreon-only Discord. I've talked about this before. I don't know what the rules are necessarily, but like if I don't expect a continuous monthly payment to have access to that. I feel like I view it as a one-time $5 payment. You get access to the Discord. I would like you to keep giving us money. Hell, up your pledge. I don't know. It's whatever. It's up to you.
Do the $800 one.
Yeah, do the $800 one. You get our 2018 nude calendar that me and Chris are gonna do. I feel like it's a little late for that, but
Our 2018 nude calendar.
2018.
yeah,
We're not
we came up with the
updating it
idea years ago. We have
2021.
to stick to that time.
It's a novelty calendar.
It is
If you want to pay $800,
to get a late calendar full of ugly nude guys. Well, oh boy, do I have a deal for you. Or if you don't have any money or you just don't want to give us money or whatever, that's fine. We understand. You can go to GoBicker.com/channel or podcast services around the globe and watch and or listen for completely free. Remember, of course, you can also go to GoBicker.com, recently renovated by our very own Cosmic Chris.
On version 3.0.
Cut to Cosmic Chris by accident. I didn't even mean to.
Don't ever
What
fucking
happened?
do that again. I will leave.
It's actually at some point I've started actually working on a comic. My issue with it so far has been I haven't been able to figure out how exactly the characters could look. Can I say something not okay?
That depends on what it is.
Is it gonna like hurt people's feelings or
No, it's just gonna make me look bad and could make somebody uncomfortable.
what?
So Maya,
Yeah.
I have been having a lot of trouble drawing you. Would you like to know why?
Oh, I know why.
Is it my titties?
I accidentally I make you too sexy. That's the issue. And now I can explain myself. The references I'm trying to use are like it's like more like pornographic type drawings. But I really like how they draw like the hair and the lips and
Listen.
everything. So I'm trying to
Okay.
kind of reference that.
I want to see your work in progress now.
Well, I'll pull that up. I'll grab it during the post show.
I think it'd be a really funny in-joke where every comic, Maya is just out of placeedly sexy.
But that's the issue. It looked weird. Like it was a fine enough drawing, and it's still
Like-
cartoony enough. But compared to what we would look like, it was way out of place.
Like, man, me and Terry are just normal, boring boys.
Yeah, and Maya was like this fucking model. It was like that's. I mean,
I think it'd be
but-
even funnier if we were all amorphous blobs, and then
And then I just have like
Perfect, yeah. And then also just go back. Oh, GoBicker.com/shop, which was also recently
Go
renovated
Bucker.
because
Bucker.
turns out Redbubble nightmare.
Redbubble's a fucking
So
disaster.
now you can
so
go
if you
straight to GoBicker.com/shop and you just see all our designs, including the One Boy shirt that you're
Oh,
wearing.
sorry.
Thank you. Which I love, and I probably will get one now that I'm looking at it. It's just some weird fucking thrown together. Like literally, me and Chris were just we were sitting around, and I had Illustrator open, and I just started fucking throwing shapes and colors at it. And me and Chris are both like, "What the fuck? Why do I love this?" And then now it's a shirt.
This is legit one of my favorite shirts.
I will say, while Redbubble may be a nightmare, they do have really actually good clothing.
Yes, Redbubble.com Nightmare clothing, very good.
I have the Flesh Horse V3 shirt
It's a hoodie.
hoodie, and it is so weirdly comfortable. Like it's light, so it's not too heavy, so I can just like wear it as kind of just a shirt. And it's really nice, and it looks nice too.
Yeah,
Hey, Maya?
my Go Bigger shirt's my favorite shirt.
Can I make
Yes,
a...
V4 is coming soon.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because me and Terry were talking about this the other night, there's not a single GoBicker or a single Flesh Horse where I have a beard. It's all the fucking chin thing, and it's starting to make me mad.
And it's also been like 2.5 years since you made one. So
yeah.
That's true.
yeah, so remember, follow, leave ratings and whatever else. We'll see you next time. Okay, thanks, bye.
Bye.
Yay!